What is up, everyone? This is SwordKing090 and this is going to be Operation Dome number 82, the 82nd episode of the Operation Dome series. A series where my friends and I were going to be encasing the entire world in glass and glass panes. So since the last episode, we actually filled up one of the quadrants, and that would be quadrant number 2, which I'm under right now. The only thing I don't like about all the other texture packs is that they don't show the directions on the map. The only one I know that actually does this, it would be the Fantasy texture pack, and that's one of the reasons why I love it so much. It's very helpful to tell which way is north, east, south, and west, but sadly with the other maps, it's just not the case. You're just gonna have to memorize what the map structure looks like, and then you'll know your directions from there. But in any case, I'm in the northwest corner, and that's already done. Now we are working on the northeast corner, which would be quadrant number 1. So currently right now is that we pretty much ran out of glass blocks, so what I'm going to be doing is that with the remaining glass panes that I do have, I'm going to be filling up the west side wall. And we are in the festive texture pack because every week it should be a different texture pack, so we make the best out of it, and every episode will look different so that it's not going to be the same texture pack over and over again. Some people like the classic one. I just like to mix it up a bit so that I get the best out of all of the texture packs that I spend money on. So it's worth it, and like I said, it brings something new every week. It makes it look different, and it's just a little bit refreshing to see all of the brand new textures of whatever texture pack that I do have currently. And this is a festive one. Of course, you see the little festivity color type things like the snowflake. Look at that, snowflake for a sun, and we're gonna go to the ceiling soon that you'll be able to see all the glass blocks right then and there. And the glass panes right there looks kind of cool with all the decorations and the frosted tinted windows. So let's move on. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of sand still need to be dug up. You can already see the mountains in the background that we're gonna replace all of that with dirt. So eventually, after we are done with all the glass blocks and panes in the world, then we're gonna be making everything green once more. We'll probably get rid of the snow since there's not gonna be any weather. The ice in itself, I'm probably gonna leave it there because this is a faster travel to get to point A to point B rather quickly. Unless you really want to do a minecart system, by all means, feel free to do that. Well, for us is that we have the ice to actually travel fast. You just got to keep running and jumping, and you'll go as quick as you could possibly can. Unless you add power rails, then that's going to be the one directional station type of deal. I don't even know what it's called anymore. The express train. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this out. I'm trying to actually angle this just correctly. I messed that up. You're gonna have to do it right here. There we go. I love this little method. Even though it's simple and a lot of people know about it, it's gonna save up time and it's gonna make everything a lot faster. You could build walls faster this way. You could set up the glass panes faster this way. Whatever you need to do, it's gonna be faster. All you gotta do is just hold jump and just hold the left trigger, and then you just let it go. And of course, if you need to switch over, you got the right bumpers to do so, or the left bumpers, no matter, depending on how you actually go about this. I just love the fact that this is an actual thing, that the only reason how I knew about this is because of Lizardman, and he actually showed me about this technique. Before then, I was only doing one column at a time, and now I'm able to do 2 columns at a time, and it's a lot faster than doing 1 column at a time. So thank you, Lizardman, for that one. Oh, there we go. Just look at the area. It's such a desolate wasteland due to the fact that this was all desert and now we're just digging it up. And then of course that we are gonna be putting grass blocks everywhere, and the only reason why it looks snowy it is because of the texture pack on its own. There's a real snow, and that is just a texture pack snow. It gets quite confusing, but it kind of adds a little bit more atmosphere to the area. I just love doing different texture packs. It just makes everything look different. Some of them brighter, some of them dull, some of them just doesn't really change anything at all. And then the other ones are just over the top that, yeah, I will not want to go back to it. But of course I'm going back to it because again, every week is going to be something different. Well, I'm just so excited to actually get a lot of more work done. I honestly have been going on Operation Dome more than Operation Bedrock. It is because I want to get Operation Dome done. Once the series is done for Operation Dome, we'll be able to move on with a different series. And I'm very excited to actually go on with this different series, and I just cannot wait. It's just going to be a great just a great summer for all of us, for my friends, for the fans, for everybody else who would like to participate. This is going to be the thing that's going to be great for all of us. So right now we are on the ceiling. Look at the colorful lights. So many. It just looks like candy, honestly. Kind of looks like to me that I could just eat all of this up. What is that type of candy called? I don't even remember. I stay away from candy. The only thing that I have really much of a sweet tooth about is either the teas or the actual sodas. Yes, I'm not supposed to have soda, but you know, it's just one of my weaknesses. I had to have soda. It's that it keeps me going with the caffeine and everything. God dang it. I don't know what's worse, drinking like soda or coffee. I was about to say coda. I don't even know anymore. Combine coffee with soda, then you got coda. Awesome, right? You get the sugary sweetness of a soda, but then you still get the caffeine of a coffee. Oh my god. If they actually make that, then I want 10% of all sales. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna trademark it, so nobody will be able to take that from me. Pretty sure someone has already invented that, but who knows? Who knows how things are gonna go in the future? And my eye is just so itchy right now. Why are you so itchy? I'm going blind for this part. I really hope I don't fall. If I fall, it's gonna be bad for all of us, especially me. Well, not as much though, because I've already done like 2 pains. It's not going to be matter to me much if I were to rage quit. So yeah, I really don't want to lose all of them window panes or glass panes, however you want to call them. It's because, of course, getting the glass panes to begin with is just a pain, and all of it. It's really much of a pain. Okay, so this is where we last end off, right? Yes, it is. So I cannot tell you where the middle is exactly, but I've been putting down a lot of glass while I'm editing my videos. So at least that when I'm editing my videos, I'll be able to get some work done. So you can't really see where the end of it is at, but I can show you where the bridge type of deal is at, like towards the middle, honestly. There it is right there, already just decided to render for me. And the Pomeranian's on the ground, so you probably would hear it from time to time. So that's where I last left off. I'm gonna have to fill up that little column or row or whatever it is, and then just keep going in a little bit of a square fashion that we're just gonna go from one side to the other side and go on to the adjacent side, keep on doing that so that it's just not going back and forth. Just kind of keep it even, just a tad bit. But this is gonna be where the actual last quadrant is gonna be located at. And pretty much is that I've had it to where it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, I believe. Or is it 3? I think it was 3. And then from here where the little render error is at, that's how much glass I've actually put in towards the middle. So that is what it is. Look at the moon. I liked how it actually went from white to actually golden. The little details make a huge difference. But this quadrant in its own, it's gonna be my favorite, because if we were to fall, we will have water all around. So at least we have that going for us. It's just gonna block out all the weather. There's not gonna be any more snow or rain, and the thunder, they're not gonna go through the glass as far as I know. I'd laugh if I actually get struck by lightning because of the whole, I'm on top of the roof and I have a sword right there. That's gonna be the conductor rod. Well. Wait, okay, I was gonna say, is it already sunrise? No, it couldn't be. It's just the sun is setting, and now I'm just chasing after the sun. But like I said before, I just cannot wait till Operation Dome is finally completed so that we can finally move on to a different operation. It's going to be a lot more fun, and all I gotta say is that it has to deal with destroying. If you guys already know what it is, then feel free to let people know what it is, but I'm just gonna wait till I actually get around to making the series. I'm thinking of actually making a brand new world. I actually had a saved world, but I never actually went back to it, so maybe I could just make a brand new world and just start off fresh from there. Not even know what the map is, so that could be an ordeal for all of us. I just cannot wait. I really cannot. I'm very, very excited. Yes, I am. Cannot wait. Once it's done and once I can get this going, I'm going to be so happy. And this is going to be like a testing world for everybody else. So if I could actually trust them with this world, then I could trust them with Operation Bedrock. Operation Bedrock is just my pride and joy, and I just cannot, I just really gotta get back to actually trusting people. Well, let's move on, and let's continue on. That's where I last left off on the wall, so I'm just gonna have to just jump down. It's a little bit of a leap of faith. Just as long as you land in the water below, you'll be fine. You just gotta keep on moving and not hit the glass wall right there, cause that would be bad. I would not want to die. Although I know where everything's at, so at least I want to worry about losing all my stuff. But it's only bad if somebody else dies, because usually they kind of lag whenever they actually respawn and have to go back to the actual place where they died. And you only have 5 minutes to get your stuff. If that 5 minutes is gone, then all the stuff that you had is gone. And we cannot afford to lose any of our glass panes or the glass blocks or any of the other resources that we may gather, because it is limited. Especially when we are doing a huge project like this of turning all the sand into glass blocks. We need all the sand. Every single block counts. And if we were to lose them, it's just going to make a huge difference in the end. But in an act of desperation, if we run out of sand, we're going to have to trade the villagers, because I believe one of the villagers that we have right now will trade glass blocks for emeralds. So, desperate times call for desperate measures. That's going to be annoying, but first things first is that we could actually gather sand underneath the ocean floor, so at least we have that going on for our actual 85% sand world, because this world is an exact replica or the exact same seed as Operation Bedrock. The only problem is, if you really want to have this world for yourself, you're gonna have to at least get TU3 if I remember correctly. Like, this world was pretty much the world before every other update came to be. This was before creative, this was before 1.8.2, this was before all the brand new updates, so we don't have any jungles, we don't have any ravines, we don't have any mine shafts, no villages, no jungles, no mushrooms, no, I would have to say river per se, or the actual beaches. We don't even have a taiga here. We honestly don't have a taiga here. And what else don't we have? I'm trying to remember on the top of my head. I know we don't have any strongholds, so anything that you would want in a future world or the world after the fact, none of it exists in this world. So yeah, it's like you got a few biomes. You either get the forest biome, the plains. Wait, I don't even think plains was a thing until a later update. We don't even have plains here. Haha, that's kind of weird how that goes. We pretty much only have a desert and we only have a forest. Those were the only two main biomes that we actually had. We kind of do have an ocean here and there, but that's all it was. Mostly was desert. And I'm so happy that we chose this world for Operation Dome. Otherwise we'd be struggling to find some sand. Now going down to the bottom of the ocean. Splash. And I thought I was going to actually hit the wall. At least with the wall, you actually have air pockets, so that if you need to actually avoid all the mobs, just go down the ocean floor and hug the wall, and then you'll be fine. You'll be able to breathe underwater. If you need to go AFK, then that's one way to go AFK, just as long as the skeleton does not shoot you underwater. As far as they know, they're not able to actually shoot down as much as, like, depending on the angle. I'm pretty sure they can't really do that. One of the other things I'm very happy to go back to is making shorter videos. Given the example of this episode in Operation Bedrock, I'm talking about all the other topic videos I've been actually making. A lot of things that just pop into my head that I either remember or even forgot and just want to go back to actually talking about it. And then we have the suggestions for all the people that are just leaving the suggestions down in the comment section below. Even on this video, if you'd like to actually leave me any questions or suggestions for a topic to make a video about, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. And if I do use that question, it could be any question, and then it could be the suggestion or an idea that I could actually talk about, then I'll credit you verbally. And of course there's a lag spike or a power spike that just interrupted the recording. Yep, that is an ordeal that I have to deal with from time to time, and it's been happening more often right now. No idea why, but it is quite annoying. This is like the third or fourth power spike that had just happened. I'm pretty sure it has to deal with the mini fridge as in the other room, because that takes a lot of power and nobody even really uses it. It's just like a backup fridge, but even then nobody uses it, and people forget that there are things inside there. So if it keeps causing problems and nobody's using it, then I would like to see the fridge gone. I had the idea of actually having it in my room, but sadly again, with the power spikes, it's just not worth it. It's not worth the trouble, it's not worth the interruption, and it's just utterly annoying. So right now, I'm just going to try to sync everything up this one. This is going to be part 2. Going to press record. Of course, you're going to see the visuals before I even hit record, so that's kind of weird in its own. And now I'll be trying to sync it up. That is what I do. That is exactly what I do to actually sync it up. Just gotta do the crouching method, because crouching and everything is just, what's it called? What's the word for it? It doesn't lag when you crouch, for me at least. That if I crouch, it's just not gonna lag whatsoever, and it's just gonna be easy for me to sync it all up. And it's not that noisy too. I don't have to do the jump, and then not gonna have to try to actually sync it up from there. Is that it's pretty instant, and it's not that noisy, so you're easily able to actually sync it up and time it up just well. So if anyone wants to do live commentary, feel free to actually do that method. Some people actually just jump and they just state that they're jumping and they're trying to sync it up with the actual time that they do jump, or they press star or anything like that. But for the quickest method, at least for me, I'd actually do the crouching method. Because again, my controller and the crouch, it's just syncs up so well, and it's easy to actually follow through with the sound. That's why whenever you see a movie, like behind the scenes of the movies, and they have that little, I cannot even remember what that thing was called. I honestly don't. But it's just that black and white thing that they use to actually sync up the visuals with the audio. It's just that little snap thing. A lot of people use it. It's very, very effective. It's loud, it's quick, easy to sync up. Okay, so let's see, we got a little bit more work to do, and as I said before, if you have any questions, concerns, topics, or discussions you would like for me to make a video about, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, and if I do use that in a video, then I'll credit you verbally within that video. I'll link your channel in the description, and as well as leave an annotation to your channel, so that's going to give you thanks for helping me out with something to do or something to talk about for that day, and I have something to do for a video. I'm going to be stockpiling a lot of videos, so a lot of it is just going to be pre-recorded, live commentary pre-recorded, and you just see the little bit of behind the scenes, whether it be Operation Dome or Bedrock, or probably even a different game depending on the question on zone. Who knows how things are going to go. I just want to have a little bit more variety, and I just want to have more content for you guys rather than making a longer video. This is why I'm going back to making shorter videos, because it's easier for everybody to watch and to actually contribute to the conversation depending on what topic it is, rather than having one video that has like 5 different topics. It's that one video, one specified topic, one way to make a conversation. So that's all I could really say. I really love making these videos, and I'm happy to go back to it, because that's how I pretty much first started, before I actually had the habit of going to making like 15 or even 30-minute videos. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm really sorry that this was very, very late, but at least I'm making a change right now, and I'm pretty sure that people appreciate the change, and if you do, let me know. I've actually had some comments of people saying that they like these type of videos and they want to see me continue on, so I thank you for your support, and I just don't want to disappoint you. I'm just going to continue on making these type of videos, and if it's good enough to make a group discussion, then that could be a different video on its own, so I could still get more content, and then we'll hear more people's sides of the actual idea. So it could be like a little mini podcast. I just don't know when I could actually set that up. Maybe try to do a Skype call, or like go to the Xbox One maybe. I'm still trying to decide whether or not if I want to get an Xbox One. Not too sure yet, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'll talk more about things that have been going on with me in Operation Bedrock. So I'm just going to go all the way up to the ceiling, and then that's going to be the end of the video. We got a lot of sand to dig up, and we got a lot of glass to make, but once it's done, we're going to make it pretty. We could possibly put it up for download if I learn how to do that. Then you can have this world for your own. If you want to do whatever you want with it, feel free to have that world to do. Okay? Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. If you're brand new to the channel, please subscribe, because I upload videos every single day except for Sundays, because that's going to be my day of rest. All my social media is down in the description below. If you want to contact me or want to talk to me, there you go. So that is all for now. Have a great day everyone. I'm Sorkin090, and as always, I will see you in the next video.